Hello, hello, hello. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whenever you come across this video. Thank you so much for choosing to spend a little bit of time with me. We're going to get this done. We're going to get this out, this message. I want to say thank you all for all the likes, shares, and subscribes, everyone who's booking, purchasing products, tipping the Clarista, participating in all of the things, right? Pledges to Patreon, all the things. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Anyhow, okay, here we go. I did, because I knew. 12:21. Okay. There is an energy here. You know what? Okay. So what I'm picking up on is collective. You could have been stuck in some sort of energy, stuck in some sort of reflection, stuck in some sort of repentance energy, right? Like, there's nothing wrong with any of that, but it's like, I feel like the divine is saying, there's this encouragement to move, um, you're being kind of swept up here, okay? Swept up by the divine. Um, yeah, man, somebody's really mad. Okay, you're being swept up by the divine here, and taken into this new era. Okay, you're like stepping into a new era. Okay, a lot of you have been kind of in this like healing era. Okay, and and so I feel like you are going to be stepping into um, an era in which you're going to take all of that wisdom that you've gained and use it somehow, okay, in your life. All right, there's almost this energy of really in diving into the depths of yourself here, in order to kind of align yourself with purpose. And it's almost like you are, um, I feel like almost there's also this energy in which you are, you were kind of thrown, how they say like thrown to the wolves, right? I feel like there's an energy in which somebody tried to throw you to the sharks, right? So not only are you sunken in water, which may not typically be your environment, right? It could be talking to, some non-water signs here. It doesn't have to be. I do feel like I am talking to some water signs too, because I felt like there was traveling to water or putting yourself around water earlier in a message. But um, it's almost like, but you have adapted, right? You are now one with the sharks. Okay, so and it's like you're re-emerging. There's this like re-emergence here, okay, happening at this time. And for some of you here, this has kind of been an energy that's been happening. It's where the divine is really kind of, like I said, coming in, like swooping you and taking you to a different, some of you it's like literally taking you somewhere else in the physical, but for others of you it's like mentally, right? It's like this whole nother like view, that you're like looking at the world in. Okay. Um, so, um, there was this definitely energy of traveling, maybe even moving for some of you, getting into the water here. Um, But for a lot of you, it's like your loyalty to this journey, your loyalty to this process, is really, really, um, it's like you're cashing in on some loyalty points, you know what I mean, in which you have like unlimited amounts. But I feel like it's almost, it's not even like you're cashing in, it's like I am really picking up on this energy in which it's almost like, you know, like your ancestors or something are like checking with, you know, source and being like, is it okay if we go, you know, they've made it this far, right? They're really loyal to the journey. They're just, there's just that one thing that's just catching them, right? It's just like snagging them, right? As they're, you know what I mean? It's almost like you start to walk out and there's just this one thing that snags you back, okay? So there's something about that. And so I feel like the divine is coming to your rescue, collective. And not that you necessarily need rescuing, but it's like this could also be like the divine working through other people, right? Um, because there could have been an energy, right? Some, maybe something recently happened here, okay? And it's almost like there was some, you know, somebody could have assisted you through this. There's some sort of like, I'm picking up on somehow like God working through somebody else to really also help you, right? If this is not an energetic swooping, you know, this is literally like God moving through somebody else or other people in order to kind of swoop you in the right direction. Okay. It's almost like there could have been an energy where maybe possibly you got a little bit turned around. Um, but the divine's like, yeah, no, 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 no. Okay. Um, now we know that like purpose is constantly evolving just like we are. Okay. So you may see like a shift in your purpose at this time. Okay. And oftentimes we all are possessing more than one purpose, right? We're all, you know, in purpose in lots of different areas all at once. And so, but you may see some sort of shift, right? It could also be a shift in how you view purpose itself, right? Your perception of purpose. Okay. um, you know, oftentimes when we first discover that we have a purpose, right, that we're actually here for a fucking reason and we're not just here, you know what I mean, to be a slave to society, okay? We oftentimes like try to identify purpose through like one specific thing as we know it, right? We're looking at it from a space of like, okay, so my purpose is this. I'm going to turn it into my career. This is what I will be doing from 9 to 5. When the reality is purpose is in any given moment, being that divine leader that you are, right? So it could be that you know, I always give the example of like assisting someone across the street. I've never lived anywhere where it's an older person would need any type of assistance across the street. Like there's, you know what I mean? Like I'm thinking like New York or something. So, but it could be, you know, as simple as in any given moment assisting somebody around you, you know, just being observant and being aware of like, you know, or it could be, you know, leading by example, right? Um, being the inspiration for others by just living your life, right? Healing, right? Internal work, that's also purpose, right? Alchemizing, it could be literally purpose is constantly evolving, right? Um, being a mother, right? Going from being a mother to being in service of others to being in service of yourself. Like it's just, and it's not always like service either. Like I'm trying to think of like how purpose, part of your purpose is loving yourself, right? And so whatever that looks like for you at any given moment. So that's this, for a lot of you, it's like changing. And so there could be some things that are a part of your self love that you may be like resisting because society has like a lower, has built some sort of stigma around it or whatever it may be, right? Like, um, mushrooms, for example, right? And I'm not necessarily, I mean, if you want to microdose, psychedelic mushrooms, but like there are a lot of energies, there are a lot of people who are against like, we can just go with holistic medicine. You know what I mean? Like, somatic healing, energy healing. Like there are a lot of things that, and there could be, right? And Also, for some of you, it could be like ayahuasca, or some people, things like that, right? But it's part of your healing journey, right? If you're using it in that way. But there's like a programming, right? That is like fighting against this, but it's part of your purpose, for some of you. Like, you know what I mean? Like there's definitely just an energy, a shift in perception on purpose, or where you're at in your purpose. And also just maybe the way that you show up in purpose is changing as well. Okay. Um, I feel like a lot of you are, we've been talking about really releasing lack and survival here. Okay. And sometimes when we are in a state of lack or survival energy. Whoa, that looks like, I've never seen that. There's something, it's like glowing right now, and it looks like a fairy hanging from her tree, but I've never seen it before, and it's like glowing. Wild. Oh, shoot. Yeah, so there's like this energy, this motion, the momentum behind. We've talked about that recently. Yeah, there is this energy of, and I picked up on this as well, of having a very like revolutionary, very healing, very kind of intimate moment with like your higher self, or like really kind of coming into union with your higher self, I feel like, at this time. And also there is like this energy of potentially, almost you reluctantly, again, it could be some sort of perception, reluctantly holding back from this union here for whatever reason, because of some sort of subconscious programming here. But I see you releasing this and kind of just, giving it that energy of like, you know what? Yeah, let's do this. You know what I mean? Like, fuck it, right? Like this. So this makes me feel like there's something that's shifting in your energy here to open yourself up to that, to allow yourself in that space. I know, Maui, I need to get rid of this little, there's like a tree growing right here, and I need to get under the deck and cut that bitch out. Because it doesn't go there. I love trees. Maybe not cut it out, but dig it out. Put it somewhere else. It smells like a mulberry tree. You don't go there. Yeah, listen, there is something about your I feel like this is just evolution or building upon some messages that we've been getting this week about I feel like first of all, there's something about your heart. We've been going through a heart activation, but there's some sort of major change happening in your heart, like almost like some sort of walls are breaking down or some sort of like, I feel like there could have been some sort of like gold coating, right? Kept to keep your protect your heart, but it's like you're almost allowing that to fall off here. You may be in some pretty creative energy this weekend, right? And that's also this like perception around purpose, right? We're here to create. And so that could be this energy that you're picking up on as well, of just like really tapping more so into some sort of creative energy here. Yeah. Okay, and then also, I don't know if you guys heard earlier, but I was picking up on an energy where, you know, in when they there was it's like there's this Facebook post that I've seen before, and it's about an old car, right? And somebody takes this old car to somewhere, and they're like, "Yeah, I'll give you $200 for it," right? And they take it somewhere else, and they're like, "Okay, I'll give you, $1,000 for it." But they take it to like somebody who's like an expert, right? A car expert or car something, right? And they're like, I will give you, $1 million for this antique vehicle, right? I feel like this is also for a lot of you. Um, this is what the divine is doing, is scooping you up and taking you, putting you in front of those that actually value what it is that you are putting out there, right? What it is that you have to give. Okay, because for some reason, not all of you are necessary, are it's like you're keeping yourself in some sort of environment in which you're not necessarily valued, right? Um, and there's, it doesn't, but that doesn't make you less valuable. It's just there's an energy of being in an environment where people they can't meet you as deeply as you've met yourself, right? They can't, they don't honor what it is that you have to offer because it's just not a part of their journey, whatever that is, right? It just doesn't resonate with them. It's not, and again, there's nothing wrong with somebody that absolutely knows nothing about cars. They know nothing about cars, so how would they know that that's $1 million car? Do you know what I'm saying? So it's not that there's a need for resentment for any of the energy that's not valuing you, right? But the divine is saying, "Hey, listen, you know, let that go, right? That we're taking you somewhere, whether it be mentally in your mind, like subconsciously, right? Whether it be we're putting you somehow in front of other people, right? Or you know what I mean? But again, there's this energy of like some of you, that could have been actually what was keeping you from like turning around and moving forward, is kind of wanting to know, like, why is it that these people don't recognize or see the value in you, collective, right? That could be actually what was keeping you from moving forward, is trying to figure out where, you know what I mean? And it's simply because, collective, they don't know earth angels, right? We're not talking about a car. We're talking about you, your essence, your being, Not everyone knows what to do with your energy, fam. And a lot of you, they may discover it later and they may recognize and realize, like, damn, I cannot even believe I had this opportunity to be to like I was in the same room as this earth angel that's for a lot of you that these people are going to see you on their TV on the screen, right? In some sort of way, whether it be acting or singing or some sort of art or your spiritual gifts or whatever it may be, some sort of legacy, some sort of foundation. Let me let Maui in. Everybody get a little warm. Go get you a drink of water. Go get you a drink of water. Handsome man. Handsome boy. So, yeah, collective, some of you are, this is what's going on here, okay? Yeah, there. I don't remember if I said it on this live or this video or another one because it's all kind of running together. I'm just trying to make sure you get all the messages that have come through because I feel like they're all valid. But some of you, you need to know that you have a premium loyalty membership with the divine. Okay, and part of that is this fear, is okay, abandonment, y'all. It's an abandonment wound. hmm Um, and that's, there's this energy of like, you need to know, like, first of all, your loyalty to the divine, to the Most High, to God, Source, the universe, intelligent chi, life force, whatever the fuck you want to call it, is not unnoticed. And you have a premium membership. And you need to know, even if you didn't have the premium membership, the divine does not abandon you. It will not. And this is a wound and I feel like this could actually be this energy that's maybe possibly keeping you, for some of you, um, away from taking this leap of faith, right? Because what if, because the leap of faith is I feel like is with the divine. And so, but what if, what if I say the wrong thing, or what if I do the wrong thing, or what if I mess up and the divine just goes away, right? And then I lose everything. You need to know that that is not, no, 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 no. That is a programming that you have adapted, and that's a wound. That's an abandonment wound, that I would highly suggest you look at. Okay? Okay. Yeah. Yeah, because this is actually, it's releasing this is going to push you so far. There's this energy of, some of you are also releasing perfection because it's tied into that abandonment wound. Being afraid to be your authentic self because maybe your authentic self, is trying to fit yourself in some sort of rules and regulations and box that just isn't even real, right? It's an illusion. And so there's this energy of being afraid to be your authentic self because you're afraid that if you make one wrong step, one wrong move, you say the wrong thing, that the divine is just going to poof up and abandon you. And you need to know your loyalty to yourself, your loyalty to God, your loyalty to this journey. And even without it, you're not, that is not the case, my love, okay? And this is not me saying, hey, go out and fuck up intentionally. But a lot of you are keeping yourself still and from making any decisions or any movement, because of this fear, right? And it's a subconscious thing that's going on. And so This is rising up, and so some of you, this may be actually something that you move through this weekend, right? The divine might be bringing up for you, may bring some sort of trigger, some sort of mirror, something here in order for you to release this. Just like we did the other day, okay? You can either save this for next week's live trauma spotting, or just like we did the other day, you can tap into how you're feeling, focus on that feeling in your body, and allow these emotions, allow these downloads, open yourself up to receive, to remove this fear of abandonment, because you got to know that you are fully supported. Okay, I love you, and I'm feeling emotional. The divine is so proud of you. Okay, good job. Sometimes it's okay to not be okay, and to allow people, or um, the divine to kind of carry you through. Okay? Surrender. Just free fall. Okay? Because you're going to be caught. I love you. I hope this is helpful.